lots of CC to be able to ignore. It looks like a good Olaf angle, and you've got like the AP bombs coming over the top of your head to kind of support your movement forward too.
The Silas, though, locked in for scouting the opposite side. This is kind of sick, because you look at, oh, well, I got the Anna's
first series to determine the first team to punch their ticket to Paris and the quarterfinals. All right, Kobe, you said you were expecting junglers here in the top side for the volatile matchup. Zika jumping forward, trying to lock up King in here. Flashes in for the Ruthless Predator, and Wei is there. Vault Breaker playmaker, first blood over to Zika.
And Wei just to make sure he's going to be fine on this, but you're just leaving Gala now to get free time.
All right, LNG's bringing in some backup. Vaultbreaker getting charged. Flash engage comes out from Hung, and they're immediately just trying to chop down that tree. Lucid gets away with 200 HP as Zika tries to keep everybody else locked up with a disengage coming out from Moham. Knocks him back into the river. The big bomb coming in from the Ziggs. Aiming needs one more shot, and Lucid's going to get the kill credit. The more general OPs get through, so I'm very curious to see what Aiming can accomplish with this pick as we go forward.
And of course, Aiming, you know, has been very consistent for them. As we see a four-person move towards top.
All right, we got the big play. The dive coming in from DK, and Zika's about to drop. He stays alive for an extra second, but it is not long enough. But now the Maokai ulti coming out, stolen away by Scout, but it will not matter as everybody on DK exits stage left.
And they fully commit to this. They're like, you know, second spawn of Grubs, we're going to send everybody up to go for the tower dive first, but now the chase.
The immediate counterattack coming out from LNG with a Vi ulti into the follow-up from Scout. They take down Moham, but a teleport arrives, and Kingen is ready to tear through on a rampage. He chases Hung down, but Hung gets back over the wall as Lucid has to try to escape back into the mid lane. It's a three-man.
Still able to get their chase down counter kill. They're still able to get their Grubs. Can they finish the last one?
Oh no, they will not. Stolen away. How now, Mr. Cow Wei stuck in the pit, and he ain't getting out. It's the going the opposite direction down here in the bottom lane though. 1v1 between our ulting top laners. Zika trying to wait for those cooldowns to come back. He doesn't want to stand there and fight the Olaf auto attack v auto attack. Zika looking to chase him down now. A little bit more is all he needs. Run, King, and run! Zika with the...
Oh, where's Scout off to?
Okay, oh wait, Gala, very low on HP, down to 150, having to try to get away from this with a Killer Instinct. Last bouncing bomb ain't gonna hit him. The AD carry from LNG staying alive as Moham has already used the ultimate. The Unbreakable Will no longer available. Counterattack coming out from LNG now as Moham has to try to get away. Another stolen Maokai ulti. They go in, and LNG finds themselves another kill.
Though is gonna be Rift Trailed, picked up, and Kingen.
Ooh, yeah, Kingen trying to get himself away. Zika's gonna stop the back. Kingen knows that the only way this works.
Then he also got the solo kill. Then his team arrives here. It has just been all Zika all day, and now
we got some more problems for Moham and for DK as Scout is ready to jump in after him. Stolen Alistar ulti means he's totally unafraid of any sort of a counterattack. Hung now just also continuing to try to chase this. Scout got knocked back over the wall. He misses the abscond abduct, but Void Seeker. Oh, hold on now. TP coming in for LNG. Scout might be a little bit too far forward. Steals away the Maokai ulti, which means he doesn't have the tankiness from the Alistar that he would like to have. Scout jumping back into the Baron pit, flashing back over the wall, barely staying alive. Mom roars in. Another opportunity out of play. They will not be able to catch out that enemy Alistar, but Aiming's in a lot of trouble. Flash for the Ruthless Predator, and Gala's on a killing spree. TP arrives too late from DK to do anything about it. With the enemy Ziggs down, with his flash blown, it's problem for DK. Beautiful engage coming out from Hung as LNG follows up, and a Void Seeker finds the heart of
powered by the Baron though, so they didn't all die down there either, and the Renekton pressure is going to be relentless while the rest of the team...
Yeah, there's not a whole lot left to Lucid here in the top side jungle. As long as they have the tier 2, it ain't gonna matter now, but hold on, Gala and Wei are gonna keep pushing the issue further forward. Over the wall, the abscond abduct doesn't catch anybody else, and Scout and Hung gotta try to get back away. Zika showing up for the reinforcements, but Kingen nobody takes Hung out of the picture. Zika fighting 1v3 on the front line, but he has to disengage back into the jungle now. Here to the rest of the team, LNG. They are
instant lights out. Oh, hang on, no.
Yeah, never mind. Fight starting off. Wei jumping to the back immediately, going after Aiming, who has to flash back over the wall, trying to stay safe as Wei's gonna get bursted down by Mom, but the Sterex keeping him alive for an extra second. Showmaker grabbing the kill on that one as Kingen is scrapping and fighting back against LNG. Zika has to try to get away, staying alive with a Syrinx of his own as Gala's going to be taken down to 1/3 HP, and he's going to continue retreating back to his own jungle. LNG have lost a man and killed no one on DK. DK standing strong, starting up the Baron, but LNG is still here. Scout looking for the opportunity to go back in. He steals the Alistar ulti away, and now he's jumping in on top of Lucid. Kill the jungler, kill the Baron. It's that easy. Moham trying to get back away now as well as Zika wants to go in for a pincer attack, but Gala with a beautiful shot takes out the enemy support. Jungle and support on DK down.
So this is why LNG are starting it up. They need this objective.
Skyza with a death cap too. I'm very scared of that thing.
Okay, let's see. Is DK also scared of an LNG looking to force down the Baron?
Trying to dive could be a bit scary because Showmaker has that Seeker's Arm card, but Kingen feeling rough now after a great combo from Zika.
Yup. Kingen not loving this situation as the tier 3 turret's going to be killed in both top and mid lane at the same time. Zika pops the Dominus, looks to rotate over to the greater fight. They're going to lock up Moham here with the very start as Scout steals away the Unbreakable Will. He's so tanky there on the front line. Mega Inferno bomb to try to defend.
And they're teleporting right back in.
Gala jumps in with a killer instinct. He wanted to go after Showmaker, but he ain't going to find him. He stays alive with the extra bit of time from the stasis. Kingen's on the front trying to hold these guys off, putting a couple of hits into Hung, but it ain't going to matter. Scout steals away another Maokai, ulti, LNG with 2 inhibitors down on the enemy squad, continue to push forward. Moham barely stays alive. Wait, getting himself back into the fight. He's trying to stay alive, but it ain't gonna work out. It's 2 dead on the side of LNG. But Zika, Scout, and Gala are still pushing. The minions are finally gonna get cleared away, and DK's looking for a little bit of extra punish, but they ain't gonna find anything here just yet. The game goes. The upcoming fight puts DK at yet another disadvantage. Zika still hanging around and waiting. It's Weiwei and Gala DPSing the Elder just by themselves as a 2-man unit, as Hung's gonna run interference, looking to keep everybody else away with a crash down to the Magnet Storm. Zika's ready to follow it up. They got the Elder, and they're looking to tear through DK. The remaining 4 players trying to get out, but it ain't gonna matter. Scout's got an Unbreakable Will, and LNG's got Unbreakable Lines. Moham will be the next to die as a double kill for Gala will seal their fate. Scout goes on a rampage. 1 goes back, but it will not matter. And LNG is up 1-0 in the first promo series of the quarterfinals.
Scout, deathless. Gala, deathless. LNG on top, 0-2.
Zika and LNG comes out on top in this first game. He said a lot of interesting things actually that we're going to touch on as well in terms of kind of the meta and how it's developing. Also said rather play a team from another region than from the LPL as
Camille wins, really.
Okay.
I mean, Camille should be advantaged. So, you know, traditionally, I think the Cassante is like a little bit rough into the Camille here as far as really good scaling for the Camille in side lanes and really good setup.
We get to play one more here in this series, but if LNG takes it, they are going straight to Paris from here. They will.
I think it's great to see that versatility being shown on the world stage.
Let's see what we get here as DK is doing a little bit of a late invade in the enemy jungle, sweeping out a bit of vision. Moham and Kingen are going to face check right into this brush, and they both lose bone plating and not a whole lot more.
Yeah, they're trying to do the little bit of delay and go in.
Okay, we are getting a scrappier 3v3 at level 1. Zika got to try to get away from that one a little bit faster. Him and Weiwei both down to half HP. Third and Tofo strike knocks the Sejuani on back, but nobody's really that close to death.
The level 6 kill potential really be there. And with now Scout on the Galio with no flash, he will certainly be a viable target, as Zika right now is the target.
Yep, knocked back with the satchel charge. Zika trying to get away there, jumps towards his opponents with a hook shot for the extra distance, but it does not
banged into the tower, and they still got the stun, setting it up for aiming for Ziggs to get fed. Now the opposite dive.
Yeah, they want to get this dive onto Kingen if they can. Doing a good job defending himself for now. Turret shots flying out, but Scout's made his way down to the fight now too. 4v1, Kingen still level 5, nowhere close to being able to go all out, but he knocks him back, doing a beautiful job so far. Kingen, 1-man army from DK, he finally falls. Yeah, there you go, turret down. Ziggs doing what Ziggs does, and Kingen now goes all out here with the Cassante chasing after Hung, but he can just join up with the rest of his team. up here in this bottom side river. Weiwei still working on the Drake. They're level 4, they're half HP for the support and jungler of LNG, so they got to be a little bit careful here, even though they have a massive numbers advantage. They catch King, and he went way too close. What in the hell are we doing, King? And that was not the right choice. LNG getting a punish, and now the fight might just continue. Lucid wants to try to get away back over the wall. The ball breaker ain't gonna work. DK
would be very nice for them, even though their bottom tower here is very close to going down, and 3 members of LNG are coming to try and make sure of that.
Yep, we got another teleport coming in to try to turn this into a very one-sided fight. It's another bad experience for King and around the I think it's always one of the most critical skills in League of Legends that really separates the top teams. Hold on now, another one of those skills is a dive when you can find it. Beautifully done from DK, but a nice interruption as LNG want to get that counter-attack now on Lucid, who tries to escape off to the right, but it's not going to do a whole lot. You would have to think. Lucid still staying alive for now. Still trying to get himself back away. One more punch from Scout's gonna get it done as Hung gets slammed back into the wall there by the Poppy, but a DP's coming in. There's your Glacial Prison. There's a double kill back over to Scout. There's Zika making his way into the fight as King goes unstoppable with his reinforcement, but the fight's already fight. Yes, sir. Rift Herald has spawned. LNG with a 5-man play going in. They find the Glacial Prison, but it's only on to Moham. How much do they want to commit to this? Looks like the whole kitchen sink. Should be a 1-for-1 though. Hung barely getting away. Showmaker finally going to finish him, but Lucid's going to drop next. 3v4, aiming is still alive. Kingen trying to cut off Zika. Hero's entrance looking to back up that top laner as Kingen is once again in a bad spot. He has to flash to try to escape, but it's Scout back over the wall. LNG doing a beautiful job as the fist of Scout finds the forehead of aiming, and that one is going to be a clean fight for LNG.
TP back to try and play off elsewhere, but DK have read this.
Yeah, Showmaker and Lucid both around here. Mega Inferno Bomb used to just clear the wave. Scout's Justice Punch gets interrupted, so then he has to flash to try to escape, but a nice charm from Showmaker to lock him up, and LNG is going to get punished immediately. The Vile, still got to be careful about their approach, but they're going to be a little bit too little, too late. Mega Inferno Bomb over the top as they want to try to get their jungler in there, but instead the counterattack coming out from LNG. The Drake is going to be secured. That is Mountain Soul over to the LPL squad, as now they're going to take the full fight, but they got to be careful. Zika here on the front line going to be taken low, but he barely survived thanks to Steric's Gauge. Now the Wombo combo. The damage back over onto Kingen's going to be good. LNG still chasing, but Weiwei is at death's door. Aiming takes him down, and Hung is going to be stopped. LNG still scrambling to fight. A double kill back over to Aiming. Make it a triple for the Zigs. Scout about to fall, and the Void Seeker won't get
that double kill.
All right, back to live. Engage from Lucid, going in, tries to find the slam on the Weiwei. The Sejuani not anywhere tanky enough to survive this, and DK with momentum barreling down the bottom lane.
They saw Zuka in this top side, so they immediately go for the pick. They get it, and the reset now from Kingen to defend this
DPS dive build. If you're not diving, you're not really doing anything on LNG's side, and if DK continues building their lead, the dive gets tougher and tougher. Moham, very, very low, but he still stays alive. Critically, Kingen trying to also continue the retreat. LNG keeps the chase alive. Scout doing a great job, locking up the enemy Cassante. Zika's already killed off Moham, but meanwhile back in the jungle, it's Gala under pressure. Huge damage coming in. Gala is saved somehow by the hero's entrance plus the shielding. The Kaisa stands tall.
The lock-in from... We'll just see him here now.
Okay. They've got eyes on Zika, but now the fight's gonna start off. Lucid wanted to go in, but it ain't gonna work out here quite yet. Aiming forced into the stasis here immediately, but a massive engage coming out from Hung. He locks everybody up, but where's the follow-up? Kingen's gonna die. Gala takes him out. DK trying to get themselves away. Zika still barely alive here at about 25% HP back into the Drake pit. Lucid over the wall, still thinking about maybe trying to fight for it. Moham at 1/3 HP, aiming. He needs to recall, reset, rejoin the fight here with a teleport. The Dragon at 6,000 as Hung again still looking for an angle. There's your taunt coming out from Scout. Zika back over the wall, and Lucid is down. The charm on Gala will finish him off, but Showmaker dies to Scout here as well. Aiming in Moham trying to get themselves back away as Weiwei will be left alone here with the Elder Dragon. Hung still chasing, and Elder execute would be almost immediate here on the Moham. He's about to take the damage. The winds of war are blowing, and they will burn down the house of DK. Aiming the last man standing. He's kiting them all the way through the jungle. They got to be careful about this one. The Ziggs is so damn hard to kill, but they've got so many more men. Wei still coming back around from the side. The Elder Dragon Sejuani trying to cut him off, aiming with a beautiful Mega Inferno Bomb to take out the enemy support, but he pays with it.
With their Dragon Soul, with all the extra gold that they've now gotten too, try to come and finish off the other side of the map.
Oh, Moham finds himself in a bad spot. He's down, Zika. But now you got a TP coming in as Zika just bought his Death's Dance. It is full build Camille going into the second Elder Drake fight of the game. Gala taking the poke though from aiming as Showmaker's forced into the stasis. He's got to try to get himself back away. Zika into the back line, but he's already isolated. He's going to be knocked down. Surely though, right? Hero's entrance ain't quite going to find the way that it's looking for. Zika into the back line, aiming, trying to get away. They need to lock him up, beat him down. Wei finds the kill on aiming, and DK is looking like a graveyard right now. LNG barreling down mid lane. Game 2 was closer. DK was stronger, but LNG still are better. Kingen jumps into the middle of everybody, but it ain't gonna do a damn thing. Showmaker gets shown just who's the better team here. And LNG are the first team going to quarterfinals in Worlds 2024.
Zika is just too rich, man. Over a 6,000 gold lead individually. The full build Camille with the Guardian Angel to go in and just
engage. It can also work very well with the peel that you need, thanks to that Magnetic Storm for Nocturne as he dives in, things like the Ari as well, just being able to keep them off of your backline. But I like just an all-round hitter here for Hanwha. It comes off great.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very interesting dichotomy that we have.
Putting in the block and just saying, hey, show me what you've got. And that's kind of where this, like, Yone, edgy guy just gets to show his stuff, right? He wants to be.
And Zeka especially, due to their recent play. Let's see about this one, though. Pays.
Oh, Delight doing a big engage there on Pays. Genji's AD carry ain't getting away from that one. No bailout.
Which is why Genji are trying to play off this timing window to attack. Move down from Hanwha Life, though.
I don't know if they can get all of them, though, because that was also Varus ultimate used for the little chunk of damage.
Yeah. All right, second Void Grub is about half HP. Peanut's going to step forward, try to take that one. Meanwhile, down to the bottom lane, Doran trying to get away from Keen. He's down to 100 HP while the Grubs are fought for force.
Yeah, and he's got his experimental Hex play done, so I think we see his first ulti here.
Okay, Delight with a Hex Flash over the wall. Peanut. Glacial Prison onto the hands, but it ain't going to be a whole lot now. The lights go off. Paranoia goes in. Genji with a kill on Peanut, and this is exactly what they needed. Zeka tries to use Fate Sealed of the wall, but it's an arrow through. Paranoia also stops your ability to see the ward and teleport to the ward, so you've got to be there to the objective fight sooner, as now the Herald driven into the tier 1 turret there by Canyon. Doran has to flash back away, but Peanut's ready for the counter attack here with the Glacial Prison, but a nice follow-up comes in from Delight. Over the top goes the hostile takeover. It's already death for the support of Hanwha Life Esports.
They're going to have to...
Yeah, Genji's going after the Baron because they saw Hanwha try to make a play on Chovy down there in the bottom lane. So now they're just going to try to force the Baron instead. Chovy teleporting up to join the remaining 4 players on Genji. The Paranoia is there to stop an appropriate follow-up. The Baron is secured by Genji, but now they got to try to get everybody else away. Kanan with the flashback over the wall.
HLE have at least kept up enough gold.
Oh, Keen jumping in there immediately with the Between Worlds. If they pick the enemy jungler, no way to contest that Dragon Soul.
Oh my God!
Unless Delight goes in for a massive 4-man engage. Genji melts before your eyes. Do not doubt Delight, or you will find yourself in the dirt. A triple kill.
Sidesteps the Renata ultimate. Able to melt down. It was just beautiful layering too. You know, stun into the full crash down, ultimate. Zeka is immediately following up, and now,
yeah, Canyon, he'll try to use Paranoia defensively, but it's too late. Viper's already unstoppable. Gen G seeing if they might be able to get something back. A handshake on Delight is definitely... Oh, immediate jump, the pick on Chovy. You just see Viper fly across.
Gen G, they want another attempt at this soul.
Okay, Chovy responded in time to be able to make his TP in, as now another TP is about to show up for Hanwha. Doran has rejoined everybody else. Paranoia cast, a charm onto Delight, but he's the only one. Between Worlds has already been used. Doran here in the front line, jumps in from a Mega Gnar, but he ain't gonna find the angle here just yet. Zeka resetting with a soul unbound. Keen's the first to drop. Viper's going godlike. Gen G scrambling to fight back, but Zeka's too strong. Viper's too strong. Gen G's running towards the wrong base, and Doran's gonna hit him with the wallop. Couple more auto attacks gets it done. Chovy's about to drop again. Call it a Drake, call it an ace for the Gen G team as HLE are on to the Nexus turrets. They will crumble before them, and Hanwha Live Esports take the first game in the LCK Finals rematch.
Finals ain't no fluke, okay? That's just game number one. But Hanwha really just together the full engage. And they have so much possibilities again on Gen G. We mentioned their pick potential last time. Gets even bigger here.
And I always like Leona into Jhin as well, because it's so easy for if he opens up the curtain call and you're trying to disengage. Remember the original LCK finals, the summer finals that we had just a few weeks ago did go the distance.
They know that FaZe has just gone for the reset themselves, so they're just going to match Zeka. Goes aggressive on towards Chovy.
Yeah, using that smoke screen to continue pushing forward, but with Lehens and Delight both joining in. Now Zeka's got to try to be a little bit more careful. Perfect execution to get himself back away to the safety of his own turret. But Akali now with half HP and no flash will not feel confident trying to go down and join this fight for the Drake. So that means Peanuts just got to give it up as Gen G walks their troops in and secures this objective.
That is so massive for Gen G, and big credit to Lehens.
0 kills for either side on the board as Gen G now with a 3-man push in the bottom lane, looking to mine some more plate money away as Zeka's already in the smoke, but with that defensive cooldown used with Solar Flare finding him, it's such an easy first blood for Gen G. Zeka thought it was enough to stay safe, but it wasn't. Now a flashback over the wall from Peanut, while Doran can't find the kill on Chovy. Hanwha thought they might have seen a counterpunch there, but Gen G gets away from it.
Great job from Lehens to lock down Zeka in that shroud. Peanut steps forward.
Oh, hold on now. Between Worlds, Peanut could be in a little bit of trouble, but Viper's coming down to look to help him. Doran with a flame spitter, but instead, it's just another death. This time for Peanut. Delight wants to go in. Lehens finally drops. Viper gets the kill, and the curtains are called. Keen sniped down again. A double kill back over the Viper. Zeka shows
gold at the end of this super long extended. I love this guy.
Dude, this is... The Herald alone won't be able to kill the turret, but a demolish proc plus a charge, that is the end of the road for the tier 1 turret here in mid lane. First turret taken for the side of Gen G. Hanwha had already secured the one in the bottom lane for themselves. The Hens drifting. Boom! Right into the turret. The last little bit of damage will get it done. Then Zenith Blade back onto Zeka to try to get. They want to go and trade the tier 2 turret back in the mid lane at the same time, but it ain't going to work out so well as the Hens tries to get away, but he's locked up, beat down, finally saved by Paze, who uses that Callista ultimate to keep his teammate around. Zeka goes in. Perfect execution over the wall, but it's not perfect enough.
Always spot Delight. Lehens chases him out.
Zeka setting up for maybe a pincer attack here. Delight's going to be stunned up at the very start of the fight. He tries to get away, but he's sent into the fear. He's sent into the graveyard. Kanyan grabbing the first kill there as now he has to disengage Hanwha Life.
Pretty quickly into the game, considering they gave up one of the Infernal Dragons and they're not even done.
Ooh, Doran with the flash over the wall to try to escape. But as soon as that summoner spell is down, Aurora's going between worlds, and Doran is trying to get all the way back to safety. Peanut down to 100 HP. Paze jumps forward with a beautiful shot from the Pierce to take him down.
Going to do so, and they don't have a lot of time to do that with.
Right. Deadly Flourish only hits the hands. Not really that big of a deal. Peanut now jumping in for a little bit more. Pays could get caught out. Popping the Clans trying to get away to the blast cone. Pays still alive for now. They're trying to dive into him. They finally get the shutdown, but now Zeka's got to be careful. Equalizer comes down over the top. Chovy trying to escape. Zeka sure he can flip. Ain't going to find the target. Chovy gets away between worlds coming down here for Gen G. Double go back over to Canyon. It's 2 dead on Gen G. It's 2 dead on HLE.
For the
and
moment.
Zeka is trying to get away. Canyon with the flash in for the fear. And Keen won't let him get out. The weirding.
It's funny because I know that play is going to be referenced all tournament long now. Here we go.
You better believe it. But Canyon popping the paranoia. Solar flare lands. They found a lot of damage under the light. It's hard to find a counterattack like that. And Pays gets the kill. Now he's got to be careful because Peanut and Zeka are ready to take him down. Viper getting away on the top half of the fight at the same time. But Gen G is just cutting through everybody. Keen gets back away across the veil. The shutdown on Viper. And
Slow, methodical pace from Gen G, where it's a death by 1,000 cuts, and now those cuts continue to rain down as you're underneath the tower.
there it goes. The dive is ready to go in. Delight tries to make the miracle happen, but Gen G are not believers here today. Doran getting dove by Lehens. A little bit more damage would get it done, and finally the burn seals the deal. Gen G, they might have lost Lehens.
Wow.
They might.
He gets a vision ward on him, so he does cancel it.
Yep. Oh, Lehens immediately with a flash engage going after Viper, but he ain't gonna find the kill that he wants, kill that he needs. Keen with a rampage on Peanut as Gen G are way too strong. 3 for nothing, but Viper makes it 4. Zeka tries to escape, and Gen G with a clean fight here at the very end. They do not need an Elder. They don't even need Zeka. They just want him to send a message. Canyon gets back away, and there it is, Lehens. All that's left is the structures falling down. I'm so glad our LCK Finals rematch is not just gonna be a clean sweep. Gen G ties us up. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to a 3rd game.
You always knew.
Even the ultimate itself, as long as he has that cooldown, it's so difficult for HLE to play these fights out.
I mean, it just looks so miserable, you know, for Viper on the other side, trying to play the Jhin in these
I guess
situations.
the other option I was kind of considering would be like a Xayah Rakan or something for them, because then you have the Xayah option for actually dealing with the dive. But since it was red side Gen G, they kept their pick hidden here.
Going to quarterfinals now, and who's got to keep fighting as we move forward in the Swiss stage.
Range late game just feels so... Oh, wait a second.
Yeah, Lehens walking down here underneath the tier 1 turret, but the teleport will arrive. Keen level 2 here on the Aurora, but man, Keen is in some trouble. He flashes away, tries to use the weirding to keep himself alive. Delight survives the damage of the turret, and that's already a 1-0 for HLE here in the early game. They're about to make it 2. Peanut at least dies to the turret.
I think he wants to go bot lane here.
Yeah. Level 1 Paranoia, not the longest range, but it's long enough. Zenith Blade to lead the engage. Lehens starting it off as Viper still tries to escape. The cleanse ain't gonna do it. The bailout ain't gonna do it. The piercing arrow is not enough. Peanut shows up, but it's too little, it's too late. Here to this river. If Canyon can steal away even a single grub, that's all they need. He flies into the middle of everybody. The solar flare coming down over the top, but Canyon is already dead. A nice hostile takeover fired back in, but Viper now dies as Pays takes him out. Lehens drops to Doran, and Peanut has to flash back over the wall. Chovy has finally joined, and Doran has to try to get away, but a double kill back over to the Twitch. He is hiding no longer. Gnar separated from the rest of the team. Doran's about to transform back from Mega Gnar. This is not a good state for HLE to try to go in for a fight. They wanted to try to grab Lehens. There's the handshake with Mom over the top, and Zeka gets the first kill. They're trying to go between worlds. Canyon's in the front of everybody, and Pays is free firing. The kills start coming in for both sides. Make it 3 for Pays. 2 of them picked up by Chovy, though, as Peanut and Zeka try to get away. A triple for Chovy, and Peanut's the last man standing. Chovy cleans him up.
On his Ari, reset after reset.
I mean,
Frisky with the mid lane here.
Well, Viper tried to catch him with the Chains of Corruption since that's already down, and Chovy already had to use the ulti to escape, and he feels fine trying to scrap with the rest of the cooldowns as Canyon and Lehens have to try to get away now. They try to flash out to survive the Glacial Prison. Pays is firing into everybody, but he's finally caught. Zeka kills him. Gen.G has overextended, and they are punished for it.
That possibility of Smolder continuing to stack up. A lot invested there, but a Nocturne ult on him.
Yep, Canyon has found his target here with Zeka's Smolder. Mom summoned. Maybe it would have been enough to save him just from Nocturne, but not from the backup, too. Yep, Lehens wanted to go in there with a Zenith Blade, but he ain't going to find the angle. Doran ready to transform. Narbar charged. Gets charmed, though. Snot Bubble hits Lehens. There goes Mom. A little bit more damage might do it, and Viper grabs the kill. The Drake also secured by HLE. Beautiful start of the fight so far, as Chovy can't get anything else done. No charges left in the spear.
Of poke damage, so the decisions have to be instantaneous to go for.
Zeka approaching 300 stacks here, gets away from the charm, but Pays is already opened up on Viper. Now you gotta be careful, because Delight is about to die too, and Doran's caught between worlds. Chovy and Canyon ready to follow up as the Gnar can't transform in time. Flashing away with a Sterix Gauge active, throws a boulder right back to him. Peanut still looking for maybe an angle as Mom comes in, but Chovy's gonna be protected by the shield. Gen.G already got it down to about half. Doran here on the front line, Baron at 6k HP. HLE piling in. Lehens tries to get away. Doran still at about half HP now as Peanut has to fully escape. Arctic Assault backwards. Baron still aggroed at 3,000. Doran still trying to transform. He needs to go into Mega Gnar. Peanut's behind the wall into the pit, but the Baron's going to be secured by Canyon. Now HLE trapped between a wall and an enemy team. Canyon gets the kill on Doran, and Chovy goes over looking for a little bit more. They want to kill the Smolder, and Zeka pops. They all drop, and it looks like the hopes are done, dead and gone for HLE.
All right, can they close it though here? Gen.G now with massive lead.
Oh, HLE walks way too close to the brush, and there's no way out for Delight. With
Who will be the next one picked? It looks right now like Doran's going to be the next one picked.
am I allowed to bet? Is it too late?
I think the betting window, no, the betting window is closed on this one. That is it for Doran. They really need a mega buff right now. They're ahead 8,000 gold. They've got an Infernal Soul. That's a mega buff on its own, as now the Glacial Prison immediately finds Chovy upon teleport, but the counterattack is there. Pays is hitting everybody. He flashes, he cleanses, and he ends everybody on HLE. Exactly like we said, but they are the exception. This squad has controlled the Korean League of Legends scene for a damn long time, and they're showing that they're looking to keep that rolling in Worlds as they punch.
You saw Doran be able to leap forward and catch out Pays. Like, they could have been in a position to actually win this game. Of course, this context.